December has been so far such a blessing for the mobile gaming, and believe it or not, the Game Awards, which is not particularly regarded to mobile devices, it's some pretty good surprises too, which actually took place only hours ago. With that said, here's about 13 of the most realistic games of 2022 so far, and of the month December specifically, ready to go for your Android and iOS devices as well. Let's go. At number 1, we've got over here finally the much awaited sequel to Mir 4 MMORPG, which is just one of, if not the most popular blockchain game in the world to this day. Mir M over here, which I'm pretty sure most of you saw a glimpse of this one at least earlier, as the game was actually released in Korea first, June this year, and now finally ready to go worldwide on the Google Play and also the App Store since only days ago. In fact, it does even support PC to mobile crossplay support, play, and in case you're unfamiliar with this, is an action RPG, hack and slash, well, obviously MMORPG. Take a look. Coming up behind that, with an over 4.6 review score on the Play Store since only a week ago, we've got over here single-handedly, I gotta say, one of the most visually advanced action RPGs or MMORPGs of 2022, free all the way and pretty rewarding. Something over here called The Witch Reborn. Now, there's a problem with this one. This game is still a little too buggy. It's getting constant updates, and based on the player reviews, it's changing its UIs and audio adjustments. Other than that, the game is very generous and huge in content, so keep it in mind. Up for pre-register since the beginning of the month. We've got over here at number 3 Flash Party, obviously party-based brawler fighting game heavily inspired by the Super Smash Bros. And the recently released Multiverses. Well, here's a trailer. There aren't really much to talk about with this one except this game's launching on more platforms with cross-play support feature in mind on the Play Store, iOS and Steam as well by the end of the year. And this is how it really looks. At number 4, we've got over here Archeland. This is a strategy turn-based RPG online game, downloaded over 100,000 times since only a week ago. It's actually made by the same developers of Langrisa mobile RPG, as one of the most awaited Korean games of 2022. In fact, it's only in Korean now and set to be coming out in English version and also other languages by the end of the year. Here's a trailer. Game's somewhat a mix of Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics, and in my opinion, actually one of the top 5 most realistic games of the month. So keep it in mind.
깨우러 와주신 거예요?
At number 5, by the old developers New Wiz, we've got over here a little bit of the old BraveNine action that was last released a few years ago and now on the mobile devices. This comes with a brand new visual novel story and more RPG elements, set in the same universe of BraveNine about an extraordinary adventure of a brand new mercenary group. This game is also for some reason just free to play all the way, with in-app purchases only of course, and this is what it is all about. Coming up behind that as a Netflix original since December 1st, we've got over here Cats and Soup. Well, not a new game, but a really beloved port of probably just the most adorable cat collectathon RPG idle life sim about the small town or just a forest made out of cats that just eat soup. Which it does sound pretty absurd, weird, pointless maybe, but just wait till you see how easy it is to get addicted to. Just check it out, game's actually downloaded over 10 million times and on the Play Store and takes you down for less than 100 megabytes of space. Now at number 7, just so we get over the cat stuff in case you're a dog person or something, we've got over here another Netflix original IP musical life sim from a tad over a month ago. Probably the best thing you can find for free on the whole mobile gaming industry if you're into Hello Kitty stuff. This is an arcade semi-musical kind of like halfway Loco Roco games from all the way back the PSP era. It's even taken some graphical inspiration from games like the Animal Crossing and the Subway Surf. Nothing really specific to talk about except the game is free and it is playable both online and offline, so keep it in mind. Next up, we've got something here called Plant X from only 4 days ago. This is a top-down, semi-run-and-gun shooter / bullet hell reaping game. Well, somewhere between an alien shooter and a platformer. Now, this game's actually got a pretty nice variety of stages, monsters, and upgrades. Pretty addicting and fun to play for a free one. It's got a few occasional ads here and there. You get a nice little pool of guns and play stars for a little bit of a kick. And I think it's just safe to say it'll be a while before you get bored or anything like that with this one. So, give it a go.
A few weeks. That's how long it took for civilization to collapse.
Coming up at number 9, we've got, well, the much awaited since God knows when, Ubisoft's own Tom Clancy's Division mobile port going by, of course, Resurgence. This is an online action third-person shooter, halfway RPG also, and as it's also the case with the old Division game, set in a distant future and taking place after a viral pandemic. I don't really think there's just much to talk about with this one, except the global beta test of the game just came online since a couple of days ago, and the full game set to be coming out very, very soon. So keep it in mind. Downloaded almost a million times since only 2 weeks ago. We've got over here on the other hand Sigma. Now I don't know how to say this, but simply, probably though, the best battle royale free-to-play 50-player competitive game I've seen for the past couple of years. If not actually even more. I couldn't really understand this, why, but the game was taken down from the Play Store. It is now sitting on other unofficial websites but playable online. It's actually got some of the best gameplay reviews out there, and it's at times, I believe, even better than Fortnite. Takes you almost 300 megabytes of space, it even has a few different mods to play through, and has a very, very supportive developer. Coming up behind that from a tad over a week ago, we've got over here one of my own favorite games of the month, Dead Island Survival RPG. Hands down just one of the best combinations of survival and RPG elements of the year. It's definitely got hints of State of Decay, alien shooters, and even the Walking Dead games. This game is free, playable both online and offline, takes you down for almost 700 megabytes of space, and it looks divine for an indie game. It's also pretty smooth and quite rewarding, so keep it in mind. Moving on at 12, we've got CarX Street. This is literally just the best looking game that came out in 2022, let alone December. The game has just been a long time coming, so it's just fine-tuned to perfection almost. It takes you about 700 megabytes of space. At the moment though, guys, CarX Street is available only on the Apple Store and TapTap on its beta phase. The worldwide version of it then releases later this year on the Google Play and also the PC with cross-play support, either later this year, if not then, probably early next year. And last but not least, we've got from actually last week a life sim MMORPG called Polity. This one's actually ready to go, but on its early access phase on the Google Play. The game is a randomly generated initially though, pretty simple farming sim with a pretty decent and fun, as is pretty much the goal with MMORPGs, social life opportunities. You can actually pick up the game on the Apple Store for free. All you really gotta do is just use the link down in the description. It's free all the way and has a damn huge customization option. For a free game though.